Well, for the first time since I started this series, we're not top of Ligue 1. Which suggests to me if we don't win the Champions League this year, I may not be much longer for Killian Mbappe's world. Hello and welcome back to my series managing Paris Saint Germain, where Killian Mbappe is the director of football and in charge of all transfers, contracts and all that kind of stuff. It's a snappy title. I'm sure you'll agree. If you're enjoying the series so far, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it. It lets me know that you want me to keep things going, because we are reaching that point now, 10 episodes in, where I'm wondering if what we set out to achieve is actually going to be possible. We committed to the length of Mbappe's original contract to win the Champions League. We didn't win the Champions League, didn't anticipate him signing a new 4-year contract, and things just seem to be deteriorating. We are reaching the point where I think if we don't win Ligue 1, we maybe knock this on the head and accept that he's just not very good at transfers. For that, read the AI in-game. It isn't very good at transfers, because ultimately we've got an absolute ton of money at our disposal. He barely spent back in the summer. £160 million of transfer budget still available after only bringing in Ryan Gravenberch of any note back in the summer. This January is going to be a big transfer window, and we'll take it from there and see what we can achieve for the rest of the season. The domestic situation isn't as desperate as I've made it sound. We've had one defeat. It was against Monaco. That's why they're top of the league. I'm sure we'll probably still win Ligue 1, and we've actually done quite well in our Champions League group, a group that contained Chelsea. We did end up top of the group, but with a little bit of an alarm bell on the last match day, conceding 4 goals against Chelsea in a 4-2 defeat. So, I mean, there's plenty still to play for. The Champions League is still on this year. Ligue 1 is still on this year. What I want to see now, though, is a January where my friend Killian brings in 2 or 3 proper high-level players. Watch him do nothing at all. I'll level with you when we were 2 weeks into the transfer window, and this was our only signing of the summer, of the window, of the January, not the summer, the opposite of summer. I was a little concerned. We did need a backup goalkeeper. Loris Karius is in from Bayern Munich for £5.75 million. But then Killian woke up. He's signed us Gabriel Barbosa for £45 million from Arsenal. He's come in to be yet another striker. We didn't need another striker, but I'll take him. Benoit Badiashile is in as well as a new centre-back for us, still only 25 years old, in from Barcelona for a bargain, £22.5 million. Nobody of note has left yet, although there are potential transfers on their way out, because we've also got Eduardo Camavinga coming in from Real Madrid, a £25 million deal for him to come in and bolster the midfield, and Youssef Demir looks like he's heading out of the club, currently discussing terms with both Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich having joined us. And to be fair, played quite regularly. He will be missed, but Barbosa can just take his squad spot. It's deadline day. Having already signed Badiashile and Barbosa, and Camavinga almost already confirmed, I'm already pretty happy with this transfer window. There's the potential for some more business to come as well. If we pull all of this off, I am, dare I say, quietly confident, especially after finishing top of our Champions League group, that this might be the year. After a lot of faffing around and really worrying me back in the summer, it seems Killian has recognised the same things we were already aware of, and that was that the squad needed strengthening in most key areas. We had a decent first 11. But we needed new players throughout. We've got the backup goalkeeper. We've got the new centre-back. We've got the new midfielder. It looks like we're also trying to get Marcel Sabitzer to come in as well. I think we've also got... We were at one point trying to sign Kovacic as well to come in the summer as an end of contract free transfer. I guess we missed out on him, but there's your confirmation that Youssef Demir has moved on from the club. That one's a little bit of a blow, but I think if we get Camavinga and Barbosa in as replacement, which we have, they actually play in positions that needed strengthening more, an out-and-out striker and a proper central midfield player. So I'm not going to argue at all. We're now going in for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg from Tottenham. We're doing bargain shopping. We've still got £100 million to spend. Killian has lost his mind. The one thing he needs to be aware of, which he's acting like he's not aware of it, is I think you're only able to make 3 changes to a Champions League squad at the changeover in January. So we've got Demir leaving would be 1. So he can be directly replaced. Let's say he's replaced by Barbosa. Karius needs to come in because we need a backup goalkeeper. We're then only allowed 1 of Camavinga and Badiashile, and that's not counting anyone else who comes in the remaining 8 hours. Unless, of course, I've just completely misunderstood how Champions League registration works. Who's more likely to know, me or Killian Mbappe? I think I know. But I guess we're about to find out. 7 hours remaining. Are we going to get these final deals? We're letting Kimpembe go on loan to Juventus, which is an interesting one again because he's played regularly, but I guess we have just brought Badiashile in. This is some interesting moves. Mbappe he's gone into full-on rebuild mode. I said in the last episode that he was changing the transfer policy around a little bit, and this is a departure from the big headline superstars and much more of a focus on identifying bargains and strengthening in key areas. Amine Gouiri now, French. I mean, he can play in the Kylian Mbappe role up front or out wide on the left, and it looks like we're getting him as well. This is a strange January. So there is Gouiri in for 33 million. That's another signing. I'm a little concerned we're not going to be able to register all these players, but that's something we can worry about in 4 hours when the deadline expires. And we have to register our Champions League squad again. Sure, it'll be fine. There's no reason to worry. No reason to be concerned. 1 hour remaining. Did we get Højbjerg? I'm not sure we did. We're now a last-minute offer for another defender, Denis Popov, but that one's been rejected. So I suspect we've done all the business we've been able to do. It's baffling how he's burst into life for this January, having done almost nothing in the summer. So that is signings confirmed. Karius, Barbosa, Badiashile, Camavinga and Gouiri, with Kimpembe and Demir, the 2 key players who've left the club. I mean, it's a statement, but 5 players in. So does it say there how many change? I mean, this is the Champions League registration. What are we able to do? We can do 3 replacements and 3 new players. So yeah, we're trying to register 5 new players. Can I just click confirm and see if it lets me? I mean, we've added them all. Let's never speak of this again. Can we add them to our domestic squad as well? We can. This is a new look team. Camavinga in the midfield, Gouiri hovering around in the attack, Barbosa hovering around in the attack, Badiashile hovering. I mean, that's a downgrade for sure. That's a downgrade. Kimpembe gone, Badiashile in, but I guess it allows Demirel and Milenkovic to actually play some games, and they were a little bit upset that they weren't playing games. So maybe this is a squad management ploy. Either way, we are now top of Ligue 1 after a favourable January. Let's jump forward to the Champions League games. Real Hispalis in the first knockout round is not Manchester City. We should make it to the quarterfinal for the first time in forever. It's our year, boys and girls. Well, the game against Real Hispalis, easy enough to get through, a 7-0 aggregate victory. We have got Real Madrid in the next round, though, which is fine, especially because Donnarumma is now injured, but hopefully we'll be back in time so we don't have to play Karius against Real Madrid. Quarterfinal against Real Madrid, who are second in La Liga. It's doable. We've got to beat somebody good at some point, surely. Well, you're joining me at quite a tense moment in this game against Real Madrid. We lost 3-1 at home in the first leg, so I figured we'd probably be done. That would be that, but we've won 3-1 in the second leg. We are now hitting extra time. We've just taken Mbappe off as well, because he was absolutely shattered. Guri's just come on for him, and Gravenberch has got him behind here. Gabriel Jesus, and we've got ahead. Please give us golden goals. It's 4-1 to Paris Saint Germain away from home against Real Madrid. This is an incredible comeback across 2 legs at the moment. And now we just need to hold on. This could be our passage into the semi-final of the Champions League. Have we even got that far? I've lost count now of how our Champions League runs have been going, because they've just been ruined by Manchester City every year, who, by the way, are still in the competition. So even if we do make our way past Real Madrid here, there is no guarantees that we avoid Manchester City in the next round. But at the moment, we are looking good and just need to hold on for 10 more minutes. So we've given the ball away here, a sloppy free kick, and Madrid are in. A goal here from them, and it's going to be such a blow to us after we've just dominated the vast majority of this match. We opened the scoring inside the first couple of minutes. Madrid equalised after about 6 or 7 minutes. And from then, it's been all us. We have been absolutely all over them. But they are camped out in our half a little bit now as we enter towards the final 10 minutes or so of this extra time. But we've won the ball back. It's with Jesus on the left-hand side, and the highlight just ends. That's fine. We're happy with highlights ending. We have a corner. Nuno Mendes to swing it in. It bounces to Tammy Abraham, and that would have been it. That would have been the match won. Tammy Abraham would have got his hat-trick at Real Madrid, and we would have been in the semi-final. As it is, we are in the semi-final anyway. What a comeback. I have no idea who we're going to be playing. Is it already drawn? How does this work? We play Arsenal in the semi-final. I mean, that feels winnable. They're second in the Premier League. We've just knocked out the team who are second in La Liga. Is it our year? It's starting to feel like it might be. I mean, we're never going to get an opportunity like this again, although I fear if we do make it past Arsenal, it's going to be Manchester City in the final, and we have to banish one final. I don't even know what the word is. Fill in the blank here down in the comment section. We beat Real Madrid. Come on. My goodness me, are we making this Champions League run hard for ourselves? 0-0 in the home leg, and we are now 1-0 up in this second leg away against Arsenal. But it is very much still all to play for as we head into the final half hour of normal time. We'll say of normal time because, I mean, it's been so tight across these 2 ties. But Zaniolo is there. Oh, that was a big chance for Zaniolo. Oh, my word. We've got big attacking options on the bench. We've got Tammy Abraham. We've got Barbosa. We've got Guri. We can bring on game changers. We've got Camavinga down there as well. The recent transfers from Killian have really given us a much more solid base, a much better squad to build with here. But I am still a big old scaredy cat. 25 minutes to go. We're still 1-0 up on the night, 1-0 up on aggregate. I haven't even checked how Manchester City are doing in the other match because, of course, if we do make it past Arsenal, there's a very good chance we've got them waiting for us. And if it's not them, it's Bayern Munich, which frankly probably isn't much better. We've just got more recent experience of our lives being ruined by Manchester City, but we've won a penalty here, I think. Zaniolo bursting into the area. Tierney's brought him down, and the referee is going over to the little telly. A penalty and a goal here, and I can start to calm down a little bit and plan for a Champions League final. Referee, come on now. You know what to do. Give us the penalty. Referee is waving his arms around, and he has awarded the penalty. It's going to be Killian Mbappe, the director of football himself, stepping up to face Aaron Ramsdale to put us 2-0 up and 1 foot into that Champions League final that we've been plugging away at for so very long. And at 2-0, it's time for some substitutions, I think, because we have got some very tired legs as part of this team. It has been a long season. A lot of football has been played, and Gabriel Jesus is not having a very nice time playing up front. So we're going to stick him out on the right-hand side and bring Tammy Abraham on. Fabian needs to come off for Camavinga. He's tiring. And then for the final change, I think Mbappe himself can come off for Guri and just rest his delicate little legs. 3 changes. Love the strength in depth we've got now, because that has not weakened that team in the slightest. I just want to swap those 2 around, actually. I say it's not weakening the team. I guess Mbappe for Guri probably weakens us a little bit. But then I would argue Tammy Abraham up front is a much better option than Jesus. And then between Jesus and Zaniolo on the right wing, it's a bit of a coin flip. So certain areas have been strengthened while certain areas have been weakened. We are still looking good, and with 5 minutes to go, we've still got a 2-goal advantage as well, although Arsenal trying to break through there with Odsonne Edouard from a gazillion miles out, thunders it past Donnarumma, and the question is he offside? I think he may have just snuck off, and he has. I mean, it's very harsh to have a goal like that disallowed for an offside, but that's exactly what's happened. I mean, he is well off. Not well off, but he's offside. I don't care. I want to win the Champions League. Manchester City are 2-0 up over Bayern Munich, so I assume they've made it through to the final as well, and I guess it was always going to be this way. It's been written in the stars all the way through this series that in order to achieve what we have set out to achieve, we have to topple Manchester City along the way. And that looks like that's exactly what we're going to have to do. I shouldn't be taking these meetings about contracts. I don't know if Killian plans to give Zaniolo another contract, but I've just promised him one. That could cause problems further down the line, but we don't care about problems further down the line for now, because we have a Champions League to win. Well, after being second in the league at the halfway point of the season, we have won Ligue 1 at an absolute trot. Easy peasy, 103 points, 18 points clear of Monaco, who lost 6 matches in that second half of the season, absolutely collapsing when they'd put themselves in such a strong position, giving us our only defeat of the season. Tammy and Killian just running the show with goals, having a lovely old time. But enough of that. We knew we were going to win the league again. The question mark now is, can we finally get one over on Manchester City and win the Champions League? This is the team we're putting out there for the big game. As you can see, we can't come close to filling a bench, which is alarming to say the least. But we've got enough quality there to sort us out. I think we should be fine. We are going to be without Jack Grealish, who, if I can find him somewhere down here, Jack Grealish picked up an injury. He's got pulled ankle ligaments. Nuno Mendes, who's been a key player for us, is also unavailable. So the back four is a little shuffled around compared to how we'd like it. But we've got Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi playing over at left back, Milenkovic right back, gives us Marquinhos and Badiashile in the middle, Gravenberch and Fabian in midfield, Mbappe, Pedro Gonçalves and Zaniolo as the attacking midfield three behind Tammy Abraham. We have plenty of game changers on the bench. Demirel, Camavinga, Jesus, Guri, Barbosa. I mean, even Loris Karius, I'm sure, is a game changer in his own special way in a Champions League final. But we just need to, I mean, come on now. The amount of disappointment we've faced over so many years when we've come up against Manchester City, it feels like if Football Manager is scripted in any way, it's setting us up for this moment to be the moment where we finally achieve what we set out to achieve. Manchester City have been our stumbling block so many times. This is our first Champions League final. We've got the best squad we've had. I mean, I know we had Neymar and Messi and Pogba, but you know what? For natural strength in depth, squad that suits the way we want to play, I don't think we've had a better squad than this. I think the Neymar and Messi squad was very top heavy, very unbalanced. This squad has strength in depth in all positions. It's taken him a while, but Killian Mbappe finally figured out how to do transfers this most recent January, added the finishing touches to the squad, and now we just need to go and show that it was all worth it. Reward him for his fine efforts in the transfer market over a number of years. Tammy Abraham playing it into Zaniolo. A worrying number of yellow cards already appearing in our team. Milenkovic with the ball over the top. I think he was looking for the run of Gonçalves, is that? Or is it? That's Tammy Abraham, I think. Either way, the pass was overhit and nobody was there to run onto it. But I've played in enough finals to know that yellow cards starting to emerge early on is a worrying sign. And I've managed Nicolo Zaniolo enough times as well to know sometimes the pressure can get to him in a big game, and he is not averse to a crazy moment and a red card. Anyone who watches the Streamer Showdown regularly will know all about that. Gravenberch with a lovely interception there, though, and now Zaniolo looking to play Tammy Abraham in. The header is missed. It's Tammy Abraham. It's 1-0 to Paris Saint Germain, a 45th goal of the season for Tammy Abraham. What a signing he has turned out to be for this club. We worried about how we were going to replace Messi. That's how you replace Messi. Tammy Abraham. Lovely, lovely stuff from him. What a finish as well. He's burst a hole in the back of the net with that. and we are 1-0 up, and we are close. We are so very close. And I am starting to get a little bit nervy now because, I mean, I'm looking at the Manchester City team. I see you there, Erling Haaland. I'm aware you're about the place, but I'm also aware that they've got Timber at centre-back, who Tammy Abraham is going to dominate in the air all day long. So I'm hoping we get more opportunities to get Tammy up there, just physically abusing Timber. Well, I think it was Diaz who missed the header for the goal because he'd be the left-sided centre-back. But either way, we're 1-0 up at half-time. I really don't care how we get this done as long as we get it done. It's what, 2 months of my life has been dedicated to this save. These videos take so much longer to put together than a normal daily video. It's basically half a day a week I put into this series. I think about it a lot. I really, really did not expect it to take this long to get to this point, to be this close to win a Champions League. Please don't mess it up from here, lads. Right, Jesus is going to come on. Zaniolo is going to drop in there. I mean, there are tired players all over the place. Hakimi's just going to have to stay on. There's no way he can come off. Milenkovic, I am worried about. We don't have anyone else who can come on and play fullback. So now I'm looking at Zaniolo, Mbappe, Abraham. We've got players who can replace all of them. Whether they're of a similar standard is very much open to debate. Guri is going to come on for Mbappe. And then I think for the final change, I would really like to be able to take off Zaniolo. How good is Jesus as an attacking midfielder? He is accomplished at it. Right, Jesus is going in there, and we're going to bring Barbosa on that right-hand side. We're just changing up the attacking midfield three, trying to keep energy in that area, because it's the area we've got the most strength. So we may as well use that as a way of just keeping the pressure on Manchester City. That is outside the penalty area. Obviously, it's a red card. We knew it was coming. It's a big match in Football Manager, although Milenkovic is just trying to hide from the referee at the moment. He's dealing with the penalty decision first. It was definitely outside of the area. It's no penalty. Do we escape the second yellow card? The referee hasn't sent Milenkovic off. Now, that is interesting. I was convinced that was going to be the customary Champions League final red card there, but we've got away with it. Are the FM gods looking down on us favourably today? We avoided the penalty. We avoided the red card. But it is now a corner for City, who, of course, have some big boys knocking about the place. They've got Laporte on now, presumably for Timber, to negate that aerial dominance that we were talking about before. It's now Laporte and Diaz together at the back. I don't think they had Kimmich on before, did they? Did they? I don't know. Oh, Timber is still around. He just slotted into right back. They're moving people around. Maybe Kimmich started in midfield, which is why I didn't notice him when I was looking at the defence before. But Phil Foden is in behind here. Oh, goodness me. It looked like Donnarumma carried that over the line. Oh, that was terrifying. But we're past the 90th minute. Blow the whistle, referee. I think we've only gone and done it. After 10 episodes, after 2 months, after several billion pounds worth of transfers from Killian Mbappe, we have finally done what we set out to do. We have won the Champions League without me doing a single transfer, without me doing a single contract renewal of my own. It has all been done by Mbappe. He's made some horrific mistakes along the way, but there he is holding the trophy aloft after, I don't think you can argue with it, this episode has seen the best transfer window he's had at any point in this series. And we have been awarded for it. And we're champions of Europe. I knew we could do it. Some of you doubted me. Don't go back and rewatch the intro to this video, because I may have doubted myself. When I started recording this about 3 hours ago, I'm fairly confident I said something along the lines of, we might just knock this on the head if we can't do it this year, because it's getting hard. Or what? I probably didn't phrase it exactly like that, but that's definitely what I was feeling. I went into this pretty sure it was going to be the last episode, whatever happened, because it just felt impossible after last week's video. We all agree it was a rubbish summer. It was a pretty poor video as a result, and I was just about done with the series. And we are done in style. Champions of Europe. Good work, Killian Mbappe. We can probably see exactly how much money has been spent if we go to my job. No, it's my overview, isn't it? So actually, we've not quite spent $1 billion. He spent £991 million, a net spend of, what, 450 million? 38 players bought, the most expensive of which was Nicolo Zaniolo. That will do nicely, boys and girls. We are the champions of Europe. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.